welcome to another video. And as you can see in the title, I want to talk about GameStop. So everybody knows, well, there's been a lot of talk recently, probably over the last 3 years, of people thinking GameStop's going to shut down and, you know, and all this stuff. Their stock is going down and all this stuff. It's pretty crazy, man, because as I thought about it, I laughed at a few of those videos. I was like, man, whatever, who cares? But in the long run, man, I think I do care because, you know, GameStop, though, I mean, they haven't done a lot of cool practices that I agree with, and as of late. But, you know, honestly, man, they are one of the best places to go to buy some used games. You know, not all used games. I mean, I know the trade in there is crap. You know, trade your a brand new $60 game in for like $10 or something like that. Horrible, right? But it's a good place to actually find a lot of good deals, and I'm going to explain a little bit why. Back in the day, I sold my PSP collection, DS collection, sold a lot of my collections at the time, which were smaller than what I have now, because I needed the money for whatever. And when I went back to GameStop a couple years later, all that stuff was like really cheap, and it was easy for me to collect it again. Pretty much they had like their sales, like the buy two, get one free, things like that. And at the end of a console's life, pretty much, when they're not really making games for it anymore, GameStop really wants to get rid of that stuff because they're ready for the new and they need room for it. So it's a lot. It was a great way for me to get a lot of my collection back, my PSP collection. I mean, seriously, that was easy to get that back and more thanks to GameStop and their good deals at the time. I just feel like this is the thing. If we lose GameStop, and I can't believe I'm saying, if we lose GameStop, where is a good place to buy video games if you want a physical copy? I mean, they're okay. Best Buy, maybe. Walmart, if you want to shop at Walmart. There's Target too. I mean, but none of those really scream games. You know what I mean? GameStop. You know what I mean? That's our place to go for games. I actually really liked GameStop better when it was its own thing, and EB Games was its own thing, when they were kind of separate. But when they merged, I mean, GameStop pretty much monopolized the market on that in a way. And I mean, most people are dependable on GameStop when they run a brand new game or whatever. I mean, if you're not downloading it, that is, you know, they depend on GameStop. You know, GameStop has done some shady stuff in the past. I'm not gonna lie. And one of the things that I thought about recently, and I remember when this happened. Everybody remember when a Xenoblade came out for the Wii? Everybody, that was fantastic. I still haven't played it yet. I've been told to play it. But all of a sudden, the game sold out, and then all these used copies came into stock, and they were like double the price, I believe. They were like going for 80, 90 bucks, I believe, at the time. I mean, I think that's what it was going for. I'm pretty sure. And people were like, what the hell, man? All they did was just open these up and then trying to sell them as used, and it was just really shady. And people called them out on it, and, you know, there was a big report about it and everything. I haven't seen them do stuff like that since, but pretty much what we believe they did is that they pulled their stock of games that they had in stock and made them unavailable at all stores to get the demand up. And then when they put them out, everybody really wanted the game, and it was 90 bucks. And some people, you know, can't help themselves, and they maybe bought those copies or whatever. I'm not one of them, because I still haven't played the game. But I have seen GameStop do some shady stuff, like pulling games from their stock from their stores to get the demand up. Now, can I really hate them for that? I mean, I guess that's a good hustle or whatever. But I mean, would do other stores probably do it? I mean, like a secondhand store will probably do it. Probably they would do it too. You know what I mean? The thing is, if you do that, I understand getting the demand up, but the price of it increasing is kind of messed up. And I've seen them do it recently with a couple games. Here's one right here I'm looking at. Let me grab it real fast. The Calling. This was at GameStop. This was pulled from GameStop. You couldn't find this at any GameStop for a while, but they got it back in stock, and it was still a fairly cheap price, if I remember right. So there was no big increase in price. You know, so one of the current games right now is Bindi and the Ink Machine. So this was a $20 game on PS4, Xbox One, and $10. It was $10 more on the Switch, I believe. Right. So this game came out. Everybody says, "Oh, there's a cheap game out, 20 bucks, 30 bucks," or so, you know, people took interest in it. Only at GameStop, exclusive. So here's the thing, you know, GameStop, you know, they pretty much have a big stock. I don't know how they are as a publisher, really, to be honest. But there is talk about GameStop pulling these out of stores and not, you know, holding these back from stores. You know what I mean? So to get the demand up and get people taking more interest in it so they can sell more copies of it. Now, what's happened is people have panicked because they can't get the game and they want it. So now people are looking at eBay and people are trying to sell copies for 60, 70, 80 bucks and whatnot. And some people are buying into it. Hopefully not a lot of you are. I mean, hopefully you guys are like, you think outside the box, you're smart, say I could be patient and wait. But GameStop, I believe that and another game, Katamari, went through the same thing. And I believe they're coming out in March of this year. They're going to have more copies ready to go because the demand is up. Now, the thing is, will they be the same price or will it be more increase in price? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think they'll be the same price. But I just think GameStop wanted to get the demand up so they could sell more copies, which is actually a smart business move, you know, I guess, you know. But I think they should have had a lot of copies of these ready because this is, I mean, I played a little bit of it. I mean, the dialogue is a little heavy in the beginning. I'm the type of person who wants to get into the action or whatever this game is. I thought it was action, but, or horror or whatever it is. But, you know, start off a little bit slow for me. So, but GameStop is doing quite a few exclusives that nobody knows about. And another game I want to show you guys here is Home Sweet Home. So Home Sweet Home, a lot of people didn't know where to find this game at. And they were buying copies off eBay for increased prices. And this game is only a $30 game at GameStop exclusive, as far as I know. Another exclusive game they did was Tales of Hearts R for the Vita. And so far, sorry about the glare, this hasn't increased in price, I don't think, from what it originally was. So if you can find any Vita games at a GameStop at this point, you know, you should probably pick it up. But this is another game they got exclusively, and I haven't seen it go crazy in price. And Secret of Mana, you know what I mean? So I bet you they're playing it safe with this one. They're not trying to increase the price on this one. So this one's still, this is another GameStop exclusive, and this still goes for 30 bucks, I believe. So still good. All in all, I just, I'm kind of nervous about GameStop if they leave the market. They have tried to adapt by bringing in other stuff like the Think Geek stuff and like bringing other products in the store, which is smart. I just feel like since they're the only one left, man, it will kind of suck to lose them because where will we go for our physical copies of games? You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, if you like shopping at Walmart, Target, Best Buy, or wherever, you know, they're not really heavily game-related stores. At least I mean, from what I've seen, their game selection in these stores aren't that big. They're not basically the majority of the store, pretty much, is what I'm saying. So hopefully GameStop is smart enough not to stay out of, not go bankrupt and close down. And like I said, guys, there's no other competition to them, so we have really nothing else to rely on, you know. Now, like I said, I'm not like all about GameStop. I mean, like I said, they had some shady practices, but still, I was able to get some good deals there from the store. And I want to show you one more here. Let me grab something real fast. Okay, so it was about 3 or 4 years ago. I bought for the 360 Tales of Vesperia. It was going for $14.99 at the time. And it was the only Tales game I hadn't really played because it was on a 360 system. I was always kind of like, I'd rather it be on the PS3, so I was always waiting for it. But at the time, I decided to pick it up. And I would say about 4 days later, I went to another GameStop that was closer to my house. And I went in there, and they had this, Tales of Vesperia Special Edition. Same price as the old one. So through their system, GameStop didn't even recognize the Special Edition as something that was, you know, something different. And, you know, it was same $14. So I went ahead and bought that. And then I ended up returning my other one and getting another game. You know, you can find stuff like that happening at GameStop all the time, which is insane. So that was a good deal on my end. So all in all, you know, there are good deals still to be found at the store. You know, I hope they don't close down. I like having them around for what it's worth. Like I said, they do have their problems that I don't like, but still, man, I feel like we actually need GameStop. But, you know, you guys in the comments, let me know your experiences out at GameStop. Let me know if you think they should be gone or if we're better off without them. Like I said, hopefully that's not the case, but it could happen, you know. I mean, but for me, hopefully they're smart enough to be able to stay in the game somehow. I mean, they have started to kind of publish their own games, I believe. I don't know. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.